Alright, hey everybody. We're gonna try a little commentary, try a little something, a little different. See, we can put this in fast forward. Got her cut down to 12 minutes. Hopefully, no issues explaining things here. Basically, we got a catch can that we bought a while ago that, you know, was filling with oil, or we want to monitor the oil level. There's no way to do that except for looking in it every single time. So we bought some cheap fittings. You can see one on the desk. We're going to add a clear tube and fittings to the front of this catch can. So this is the catch can for the H22 using two 10 AN fittings. Now, inside, inside here, there's this blocking plate, and I'm guessing it's to push the oil downwards, and you can't really see where it's at, but we cannot have a fitting going into the blocking plate. It's going to hit at a certain spot, so we're going to have to move it down a little bit. So we're just trying to figure out how much hose we can use and how much, where are things going to line up, and just trying to plan ahead as much as possible, keeping things in the center. Come on, buddy, hurry up. So I think we're deciding to moving it down so we don't hit this angled plate inside, and it's at a 45-degree angle, comes down from the top corner where the two pieces meet at the top. Here, let me see if I can draw something on here and show you. So it's going across just like this, but it's angled down, 45-degree angle, kind of to push the oil down, I guess you could say, if it was going in there. So we're trying to figure out the fitting sizes, these AAN fittings, what they are, and I'm too stupid to know how to use tap and die set yet. But yeah, we're learning, and I hate tap and die sets. Still too confusing. I always end up just simply breaking out measurements and doing it that way to get the tight fit that I want in the threads, etc., etc. There's such fine threads too. I'm guessing we're getting drill bits. Drill bits? Drill bits. All right. Speed this up, buddy. We're getting drill bits. Ah, yeah, we're doing the measuring, trying to figure out what bit to use without going too far. Because once you go too far, then the hole's too big. Then you got a whole other problem that you don't want. Involves stuff leaking and gaskets and ugh. So trying to keep this, yeah. Metal on this is actually pretty thick, like an eighth. Actually, get able to get some good threads into it. All right, let's cut this short. Oh, there's a hole. Any day. All right. So yeah, tap and die. obviously assume these were metric, which I assume they were metric threads. But I guess this is going to be a lesson learned on my behalf because there's a specific tap bit for AN for that specific size in the kit I had. But still okay. I get it pretty much started off with the size I need in metric. I realize it's not threading in right, but it is the right size, even if there's still a bit of material left actually. And at one point I find that bit, realizing that things aren't lining up, and I just redo the holes with that bit, and it's fine. It's actually millimeter still too small, which is what I wanted, and it's hard. The AN bit is actually hard to make to get it in there and squeeze those threads through the aluminum. Yeah, this is the new bit. It's the larger handle. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, this is me figuring out that there is a bit and realizing the threads match up just a hair more than the metric one, which was almost the same size and the same thread pretty much. And this one worked out to be a lot better. Yeah. Ooh. Still a little hard to get some threads made with the bit, even though the tap went all the way through. So here's me doing the top hole, now convinced and happy that it's threading the way I want it to, but still really hard to turn. It kind of, is forming some that aluminum. If you could get some pliers on there and turn it, you could easily turn it all the way around 360 without any issues, but you're gonna ruin the paint on it and ruin it and muck it all up. So another lesson learned here is I did make a mistake. The top one isn't going to be able to turn. It's going to hit those two 10AN fittings, and I'm not focused enough, not planning ahead enough to figure that out. I was too focused on the backing plate inside of there. So, yeah, I'm an idiot. But at the same time, there wasn't a lot of plastic showing, the tube showing in between those two fittings. Um, and those were the 1/4 inch inside diameter tube fittings um, with the 90 degree. So yeah, we just cut them. So we cut the ends off. We didn't need the nipples anyway, and it's going to look much better anyway because you'll see more tube. Definitely look more professional. So what do we got? We got just 2 minutes left here, so I guess we're just tightening these up, going around. Um, yeah, the battle begins where you can turn it and it gets just kind of really tight, which is fine. Just kind of making some threads here. And you get it stuck sometimes. So I think too, I was thinking about to thread these down all the way, find some kind of rubber fitting, but then I'm thinking if you thread that down all the way, the position of the 90-degree may not be where you want it to be. You may end up bottoming out to the bottom of the threads, which is fine and it looks great, but the 90 degree is not where you want it to be. Now, you could go down as close as you feel comfortable going before you know you're going to run out of threads as well, but I just went halfway down the threads. I was comfortable with that, and it was getting hard to turn this damn thing anyway, making new threads. Um, Again, is kind of something where you need a ratchet on it or something like that, but the piece is so small and delicate. So we just kept doing it this way. I only needed a couple more turns. This one much easier to turn. Obviously we got the room. We can just get some leverage on it. Easy peasy. And just trying to figure out, how deep do I want these to go? Doesn't matter. In the end, I'm like, it's all good. Doesn't matter how deep they go. Stick a hose on it. Let's call it complete. Yep. There she is. Back to real time. Slowed down. Thanks for watching.